Are you ready to learn about one of the most talented and successful Formula One drivers of our time? Meet Nico Hulkenberg, the driver whose has raced in Formula One for more than 10 years. Nico's has had an impressive career journey, from winning Le Mans to his return to full-time racing. And off the tracks, he's living quite the lifestyle. Stay tuned to the end to find out how Nico's passion for racing and luxury cars have made him a well-compensated athlete. Welcome to the F1 Wealthy Update, where we peel back the curtain and take a look at the glam lives of these speed demons. From their fat paychecks to their flashy rides and fancy lifestyles, we'll give you a VIP tour of these drivers. Live it up and spend their cash. First, let me tell you about Nico Hulkenberg's journey from karting to Formula One. The story begins in Germany, where a young Nico won the German Junior Kart Championship at just 15 years old. That was only the start of his motorsport career. In 2005, he won the German Formula BMW Championship on his first attempt, but the stewards decided to demote him to third place because he had brake tested other drivers during a safety car period. Yikes! Nico then moved up to Formula 3 and had some good performances. He managed to end the season in third place overall with 4 wins. In 2008, Nico won the F3 Euro Series title and moved up to GP2, where he won the championship in his rookie year. He then joined Williams as a test driver and impressed during the off-season with 2 appearances in GP2 Asia doubleheaders. He set pole position in both qualifying sessions and winning at Qatar in only his third start. Not too shabby. In 2010, Nico made his F1 debut with Williams and showed great promise, even outperforming his more experienced teammate Rubens Barrichello at times. But he was dropped from the team after just 1 year, mainly because his replacement, Pastor Maldonado, had more sponsorship money. Nico then joined Force India and scored 17 more points and out-qualifying him on 12 occasions. Not bad for someone who had been out of the sport for a year. In 2017, Nico joined Renault and outperformed teammate Jolyon Palmer. Unfortunately, Nico still holds the unwanted record of the driver with the most race starts to not get a podium finish. Back in 2020, poor Nico was without a seat, but he didn't let that get him down. Fast forward to 2022, and Nico got to race for Aston Martin twice as a reserve drive. And then came Haas F1. For 2023 season, Nico has teamed up with Kevin Magnussen. So what's next for Nico? Well, Haas is expected to be hanging around the back of the mid-pack, but that doesn't mean Nico can't aim high. He should be going for those points whenever he can and not letting Kevin hold him back, or vice versa. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll see him up on that podium again, chugging champagne like a boss. The German racer has won our hearts both on and off the track. And who's the lucky lady that stole his heart? That would be the talented fashion designer Egil Ruskite, who's got some serious skills in handmade crochet clothes and beachwear. These two lovebirds first met back in 2015, and it was like love at first sight. After 5 long years of romance, they got engaged in 2020, and just last year, they tied the knot in a beautiful ceremony that was the talk of the town. After taking a 3-year break from full-time racing, Hulkenberg has made a triumphant return to the grid. It's like the saying goes, absence makes the heart grow fonder, right? And the best part, his contract has him locked in until the end of 2024. That's right, folks, we're going to have Nico with us for a while. Now, we know you're all wondering about the big bucks, so we'll just go ahead and tell you that his salary is a cool $2 million. You heard that right, $2 million. That's a lot of dough, but we think it's totally worth it for a driver of Hulkenberg's caliber. The good news is that there's no immediate pressure on Hulkenberg to perform since he's got an option for 2024, and the salary from Haas is not the only paycheck he's bringing home. Looks like Nico Hulkenberg is no stranger to the sponsor game. I mean, with a last name like Hulkenberg, he could probably get sponsored by the Hulk himself. First up is Dekra, a German vehicle inspection company. I mean, if anyone knows a thing or two about cars, it's this guy. I hear Dekra is paying him a hefty sum of $300,000 a year to be their main man. Not bad for a little logo on the side of his car. Next on the list is Alpine Stars. I'm not exactly sure what they do, but I think they make racing gear or something. Either way, they are definitely helping Hulkenberg look his best on the track. It is expected that Hulkenberg is making around $150,000 a year to wear their stuff and make it look good. But wait, there's more. There are whispers that Hulkenberg might be getting into the world of fashion. I mean, have you seen his girlfriend Egil Ruskite's designs? The man clearly has an eye for style. Word on the street is that a luxury clothing brand is in talks to have him as their brand ambassador. I can only imagine how much they would pay him to rock their threads. All in all, Nico is bringing in quite the dough, and by looking at his car collection, we are sure he knows how to spend it too. Our boy Nico Hulkenberg has quite the taste in cars. Let's start with the legendary Porsche 911, which has been around since the 1960s. Nico's 911 is a 2020 model, and it's a real beauty. With a 3.8-liter flat-six engine, this thing can go from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. Plus, it's got all-wheel drive and a 7-speed manual transmission for maximum control. If you're in the market for one of these bad boys, be prepared to shell out around $100,000 to $200,000, depending on the specific model and features. Next up, we've got the Ferrari 599 GTO, which is a true collector's item. Only 599 of these beauties were made, and Nico is lucky enough to own one of them. With a V12 engine and 670 horsepower, this thing is a true speed demon. It's got a top speed of around 208 miles per hour, so you better make sure you're wearing your seatbelt before taking this one for a spin. And if you're hoping to add a Ferrari 599 GTO to your own collection, be prepared to drop a cool $1.5 million or more. Last but certainly not least, we've got the Pagani Huayra. This Italian supercar is a true masterpiece of engineering and design, and it's no wonder that Nico was drawn to it. With a twin-turbocharged V12 engine and 730 horsepower, the Huayra can go from 0 to 60 in just over 3 seconds. It must have cost Nico around $800,000, but we all know racers get incredible deals, so he must have received it for cheaper. How lucky! However, Hulkenberg doesn't only spend the money he makes on himself. Since 2014, he has been teaming up with CharityStars.com to do some good and raise money for various charities. How does he do it, you ask? Well, by auctioning off his race-used signed items. Imagine owning a piece of F1 history while also contributing to a great cause. What a win-win situation! You could have a race-used helmet or a signed suit worn by Hulkenberg himself. And the best part? Every penny raised goes to charity. Now that's what I call a true humanitarian. It's no secret that Hulkenberg has a heart of gold, and these auctions are just one example of how he uses his position to give back to those in need. And now, let's dive into the numbers and check out how much our favorite racer, Nico Hulkenberg, is worth. So drumroll please. As a car race driver, Nico Hulkenberg makes a cool USD $4 million per year. But wait, there's more. His net worth is estimated to be around USD $15 million. Whoa, that's a lot of zeros. It's no surprise that Hulkenberg has amassed such a huge net worth, especially after being associated with Formula 1 for over 10 years. And get this, with his full-time comeback to Formula 1, his net worth could skyrocket even more. Who knows? He might even have enough money to buy himself a private island or a rocket to space. All in all, we're stoked to have Hulkenberg back on the grid, and we can't wait to see what he's capable of this season and beyond. Which F1 character would you like to hear about next? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it, and also subscribe to my channel for your daily dose from the racing world. See you in the next one.